The term naked marriage might raise eyebrows. Some might imagine a purely physical image. However, true nakedness in a marriage transcends the bedroom. It originates from Genesis chapter 2, verse 25. The man and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. This speaks to a level of comfort, openness, and vulnerability rarely achieved. A naked marriage is about being completely bare with your spouse, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Imagine a life where you hide nothing from your partner. Your fears, dreams, insecurities, all laid bare. That's the essence of a naked marriage. It's about embracing authenticity and fostering a safe space for genuine connection. It's about knowing you are accepted, flaws and all. This level of transparency can be scary. We fear judgment, rejection, or even weaponized honesty, but vulnerability, though risky, is the key. It's the bridge to true intimacy. We often equate intimacy with physical closeness. While physical intimacy is important, it's just one facet of a much larger picture. True intimacy encompasses emotional, intellectual, and spiritual connection. Emotional intimacy thrives on vulnerability. It's about sharing your inner world, your joys, sorrows, fears, and dreams without the fear of judgment. Intellectual intimacy involves engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing your thoughts, ideas, and passions, even when they differ from your partner's. Spiritual intimacy connects you on a deeper level. It's about sharing your values, beliefs, and aspirations for the future. It's about supporting each other's spiritual journeys, even if you walk different paths. When all these layers intertwine, they create a bond that is unbreakable. A bond that goes beyond the physical, forging a connection that runs soul deep. Let me share a story about Jesse, a man who nearly lost his marriage due to a lack of transparency.
I was burdened by financial worries and kept my anxieties hidden from my wife, Sarah. This secrecy created a gulf between us. Sarah, feeling shut out, grew distant. One evening, after months of strained silence, I confessed my fears to Sarah. Tears streamed down my face as I laid bare my soul.
To his surprise, I didn't recoil. I embraced him. My response wasn't anger, but understanding. That night, we cried together, talked openly, and began to rebuild our fractured connection.
Jesse's honesty, though painful initially, paved the way for forgiveness and a deeper understanding. This experience taught them the transformative power of vulnerability. They learned that honesty, seasoned with grace, can heal even the deepest wounds. Section 4. Building bridges, practical steps towards transparency. Creating a naked marriage takes conscious effort. It requires both partners to commit to openness and vulnerability.
Here are a few practical steps to foster transparency in your relationship. First, start small. Share a small fear or insecurity with your partner. Notice their reaction. Did they listen with empathy? Did they offer support? This builds trust for bigger revelations.
Schedule regular check-ins. Dedicate time for open communication. Discuss your feelings, anxieties, and aspirations. Listen actively without judgment, offering support and understanding.
Practice empathy. Put yourself in your partner's shoes. Try to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree. This fosters compassion and strengthens your bond.
Seek professional help if communication feels impossible. Consider couples therapy. A therapist can provide a safe space for you both to communicate openly and work through challenges.
Remember, transparency is a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the way, but with each act of honesty, you build a stronger, more resilient bond.
Section 5. The power of truth, embracing honesty for a stronger bond. Honesty, though sometimes painful, is the cornerstone of a naked marriage. It's the foundation upon which trust, intimacy, and lasting love are built.
When we embrace vulnerability, we invite our partners to do the same. This mutual transparency creates a safe space for genuine connection.
Forgiveness is equally important. We are all imperfect beings, bound to make mistakes. When your partner is vulnerable with you, meet them with compassion and understanding. Forgive their shortcomings, just as you hope they will forgive yours.
Building a naked marriage is a lifelong journey. It requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to be completely seen, even in our most vulnerable moments, but the rewards are immeasurable.
For in the nakedness of our souls, we discover the true meaning of intimacy and the unwavering strength of a love built on honesty and grace.